Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Matty J Plays some more PGA Tour 2K23. It is early Monday morning, so that means I'm recording your weekly TGC Tours Challenge Circuit walkthrough / preview. This week it is the Gainesville Open. You are playing Tobacco Road Meta by Metatropic. Let's check out the course for you boys. There are 4 pins. There are a lot of tee options: gold, green, white, blue and black, so I imagine they're going to vary the length this week. All of them playing just around 6.5 to 6,700 yards. So a short course, which means it is a par 71, 18 holes. The default conditions are fairways firm, greens firm, green speed medium fast, weather overcast and time of day noon. Let's see what they've set it for you in round 1. You're going to be playing from the white tees, I think around 6,500 yards. You're going to be playing pin set 1, and wind speeds are low, wind direction southeast, fairways are default, green firmness moderate, green speeds are default, which were medium fast as I just said. Let's get underway. Let's see what this has in store for you this week. The old Tobacco Road, which I'm guessing is something to do with, I don't know, prohibition. Maybe it was a smuggling road. Who knows? I don't know. Not that au fait with American history. Not gonna lie, boys. Won't pretend to be. Did you have a par 5 opener? 564 yards, downhill as well, so this is reachable. You've just got to clear this mound. Even your miss here is to kick off this side, guys. So even if you fast it into the side, not an issue.
Well, you made good contact with that one.
That should be straight down the middle.
I hope you have a good time.
335 yards down. Going to leave me 200 odd yards in. 230. I have a 230 in the club. This is going to be too long. So we're just going to short this slightly. Oh, that slow is going to take me right. And this is going to be off the back and into those trees. Can't see this being anywhere else. It's not too bad. We've managed to hold a little bit of fairway there. So we have an opening chip. Tough pin, well defended pin. Tough pin to get at for an eagle. Probably your shot there, but actually I didn't notice it. It's coming down the left hand side of that green, playing for that hill and let it bring it round naturally. But I went straight at it. Wasn't a bad effort. And we have a chip for an eagle on 1. This will come round, but it's not going to come round enough. Not a bad effort there. I think this opening hole, you got to get a little bit lucky for an eagle. You got to catch that slope perfectly on the left, or somehow have a longer or a shorter shot in. And I did 230, having to take a wood in it wasn't ideal. But okay, opening hole, 1 under through 1. Can't say further than that. Can't birdie more unless you birdie the first. Short par 4 up next. I'm going to loft this up a bit. Try and just canter it straight down the middle of this fairway. It's a nice swing. Little bit of twerk at the bottom. It tends to be my natural swing. But I am trying to correct that. Leaving me 67 in, so bit of a tricky one. So we're just going to loft this pitch up a bit. Hopefully don't overshoot this too far. Oh, we did. And that's not a good approach shot. That is an error there. So we'll try and chip in again. Once again, we missed through inches. That's a makeable. That should be a birdieable hole. I just did not play that pitch at all well. My swing line was atrocious. I snatched it. I very fasted it. Hence it went long and left.
See what happens here on the
so the third. Let's see if we can hit a nice shot into this one. Oh, that is tricky. So you have to land this on a dime, folks. You're going to have an uphill putt pretty much no matter where you go. I can't hit the 157. I'm going to have to hit the 147, put full spin on it and hope it gets up this little defended front. Not with that slow, it's not.
I think this will find the putting surface.
Does this hit?
Here we go. Drop this one for birdie.
It does. That is lucky to sit there. That is a tough pin. Wow. This is that's a shape of things to come. This could be an interesting week in the challenge circuit. But we make the birdie putt just. Then we're 2 under with a par 5 under 4. 2 par 5s in the opening 4 holes gives you a chance to at least get a couple under par. So I feel it's going to be tricky. But then you got Cincinnati's 458 is 15 under through 12. He is not finding it tricky at all. Another lad 13 under through 11. So
Coming up.
maybe I'm imagining the difficulty of these holes. This is only a 400-yard par 4. I don't think you can get at this flag anyway. So we'll play down the fairway as they intend you to. Got to find the fairway here. It's a nice wide one though, so it's probably harder to miss it.
Having that. Okay.
200 yards in.
205 to
I'm
the
going to
pin
play
from
my
here.
193. The green all runs right to left, so as long as I land around here, it should run at it. I'm hoping. He says, now I've put it exactly where I wanted it to land. Does it run left? It does. And that's a good shot.
Okay,
Didn't quite
on the
have the
green
legs,
safely.
but it was a safe
We
shot
go
in
to
giving me a
4
putt at an
under if
eagle.
this goes
A
down.
15-footer. 145s are the green speeds, guys. Not mentioned that yet for you. Not my favourite green speeds, but
This one's on a good line.
we make it. And
the
as I
eagle
said,
drops.
2 short par 5s in the opening 4 holes gives you opportunities to be under par, and we're 4 under through 4. And that's a decent start. It's a decent start. Cincinnatus is 17 through 13. I mean, that guy's going to end up around 20 under. That is just crazy golf. Not heard of him
All right,
either.
pop a nice one out
Normally
of
I
the
see
fairway
plat
on this
players
one.
doing crazy stuff like that. But it looks like you've got a drivable par 4 next. So it is up 44 feet. So I don't think I can get up this false front. There'll be bigger hitters who can. Sadly for me, don't think I quite make it. But let's try. Let's go full send. Come on. Full send. Am I going to find the bunker?
Nice, this could be
Oh,
good.
it gets up. It gets up, and that's going to get better. And that is a glorious
Dropping
shot.
the old
Full
green,
off, full
putting for
spin.
eagle. Nothing
Giving
wrong with
me
that.
a couple of inches for
This
eagle.
next putt is for the eagle.
And that is a
And you are
glorious
looking
shot
at a
in. So
6 under
there's
at
the
the
approach
moment.
there, guys. If you've got a 300-yard driver,
6th
loft
hole
it
coming up.
3/4 of the way, full backspin, get yourself full distance, and you're onto a winner. Tricky little par 3 here, but as long as I hit this cleanly, it should land around the pin. It just kicked on.
That'll do for the approach.
We have a putt.
Good luck on this one. We've got 16 feet.
We have a putt. 1 inch down. Little squeaky one, really. Tiny movement left to right. Is it going to take it? It didn't.
Oh.
Just turned away at the end. See all that movement looking back?
Well,
it was all there.
behind us. Let's move on.
Just didn't quite take it. Must have
Sitting at
put
6
too
under
much through the
par
break. But
after
we're
that
6
one.
under through 6. Look at these scores though. Stives is there. All number 1, 15 through 13. Gremlin leader, 15 through 13.
Teeing off
Fair
now
play,
on the
lads.
7th.
No, I'm going to lay back. I think the shot for me here is to just take
I think we're
my
gonna
wood
be
at
in the
it.
fairway with this one.
I think your driver's going to outrun the fairway there.
This one's about
So
105 yards out.
my wood clears 300 yards. Going to hit the 108 with a bit of loft, with a bit of spin. Now that fast is going to take me long. That's not too bad. The spin will have it sit down nice and gently.
This one's
But
a
again,
10-footer.
another awkward little 10-footer left to right break. Seem to be having a lot of left to right breakers. Let's see if I can read this one. Oh, it stays high again, and that's 2 we've missed high now. When I'm expecting it to take more break than it is. And it's the 145s just throwing me slightly. 6 under through 7, not bad. 19 through 16, Cincinnatus.
Here we go. Let's
Absolute
stick
joke
this one
golf, really.
nice and close to the pin.
Shouldn't be scoring that anywhere. So we're going to try the 147 at this 160, guys. Pushing it slow. We'll even everything out. Should kick. Oh, it caught. What was that little bump it caught there?
15 feet to the cup from here.
That was a nasty little bump. And again, leaving us 15 feet away with putts we've not been able to read so far. And this time we miss it low. And it's just not our day for putting. It's mad to say that we're 6 under through 8, but we should be 8 under through 8, really. The putts are just squeaking by. You can see why people are shooting low on this course, mine. A couple of
Par
easy
four
par
ahead of you.
3s, drivable par 4s. Again, I'm going to lay back here, just down into this gully. I don't think you need to be
Nice looking
hitting full
shot.
send on a lot of these holes unless you, well, unless you think you
And
can
setting up
navigate that
now
little
with an
narrow
elevated green
passageway.
to deal with.
135 should be perfect here. Just got to get it up into this bucket really, and it should end up around the pin. Yeah, it's a good shot.
Hey, that's another green in regulation.
Can we finally
5
make a
feet to
putt?
the cup from here.
We can. In fairness, that one would have been harder to
Good
miss.
job on this one.
And we're 7 under through the turn. Kind of weird hole, weird front nine. 2 eagles, 4 pars.
And right now you're
We're
7,
7 under. I'll
for the
take that.
day.
As I say with you boys, every 9 holes you want to aim for 4 to 6 under. Certainly in the higher echelons of the challenge circuit. Obviously the lower echelons probably par to 4 under is good enough, but in the
Looks
A
like
to
a par
D
4
certainly,
for
or
this
A to
one.
probably E and F, the standard is so good down there. 4 to 6 under will have you
Nice
making
swing.
cuts,
Sounded great.
and obviously 5 or 6 under every 9 for the 4 rounds should
Setting
have
up
you
here
challenging
about,
at the top of the
I'd say
leaderboard.
100 yards out.
So 93, this has got to be made for this. Little loft, little spin. Just not quite hitting stuff cleanly,
Shot's looking good.
but it's going to be fine.
Nice work. That was some good golf. You're showing us how it's done.
I'm just
4th
managing my
birdie
game
of
at the
the day
minute,
so
so
far.
I feel like I'm back playing some alright stuff, but it's a battle, constantly having to think of my swing, how I'm pulling the stick back. It's just a constant
And after that one,
battle,
you're
so
sitting
it
at
is
8 under.
draining on the old grey matter. Trying to completely focus. 20 under through 18, Cincinnati's finished, so he dropped the shot somewhere. Stives at 18, Gremlin leaders at 17.
Good luck. Par 5
I
ahead
wonder
of
if
us
that's
here.
Stripe, the old Gremlin leader. Certainly was in the films anyway. I'm going to try and clear this. This might be a rogue shot, but let's try it, boys. See if you can get over these. Gotta go. Oh, that could be too long. Okay, you can clear those bunkers, so even with a super
Got about
fast there,
150 yards to the pin
and
from
that just
here.
leaves you 150 in. Gonna hit the 157, little loft, little spin. There's a backstop there. My feet are gonna send it right. My swing will usually send it left, so that should
Well, I think
all
this one's found the
even
dance
out,
floor.
and we could find ourselves having another nice shot for an eagle here. Oh, nearly an
That
albatross.
shot
Glorious
was
approach.
phenomenal.
Thank you, John. And we have a tap in
And
for 4
tapping it
inches.
home
So it's
for
worth
an
taking
eagle.
on that. It is a risk reward shot trying
Okay,
to go over
after
those
that one,
bunkers,
sitting
guys.
right there at 10 under.
You saw I super fasted it, and that
Teeing it up
somehow
now on a
worked in my
par
favour.
4.
Par 4, 12. Gonna try and get out into this wide bit of fairway down here.
Really nice swing.
And that should come round nice. Leaving nothing but a pitch in.
Here's our
Son of
second
a
shot on the
pitch.
12th.
This has got to be perfect. Full backspin so it sits down the minute it lands. I've snatched at it again. I've got to stop snatching at those pitches.
Well done.
Lucky I
Here's
put
a
full
putt for
backspin on
birdie.
that, because that would have been a way down that hill. But this was not the leave I wanted. It was not a good shot in. Just snatching at my pitches a bit. And I've missed it high again.
Here we go. Par putt.
What am I doing? Well, I'll tell you what I'm
Cut the
doing. I'm
putt,
not
so we're moving
reading
on.
these putts at all
And you
well.
are currently 10 under par.
But we're still 10 under through 12. So this is a really scoreable course. Smithy 18 through 18. Gremlin leader 18 through 18.
13th hole coming up.
Or Stripe, as I'm going to call him. Oh, it's another par 5. Can you clear these trees? I can't quite see. I think you can clear these trees, you know. Should I find out for you boys? This could be dangerous. Let's go full loft. Full spin. Let's try and clear these trees for you. Oh, you can. And that's going to leave another easy short shot into this par 5 now.
Setting up about 120 yards out.
120 out. We are properly between clubs. I'm going to try D-loft in the 121. That's a good shot. If my D-lofters work, it's going to kick off this little hill. So, but it sits down nice.
You're gonna like that, won't you?
And we potentially got another tap in for an eagle.
Left to go.
So, I'm showing you the routes to take, boys. You need a bit of luck. You need God's graces with you, but
Putt's good so far.
you can shorten these par 5s to nothing but wedges in.
Fantastic shot.
And that is 4 eagles in the opening 13 holes.
12 under par after that hole.
And we are at 12 under. So playing the shorter shots where they want you to score well. 12 through 13.
Let's see what happens here on number 14.
I'm going to hit the 168 with some spin. Don't need to aim over there. My swing will take it over there. That's got to sit down quick. That's going to be a little long, but we'll have a putt at it.
Yeah, that'll play.
Probably a 160 would have suited you there if you have that club, guys. We have an 18-footer, 1 inch up. Right to left break. Are we going to miss this high again?
Going towards that hole.
Nope, low this time.
And this next putt for par.
And we stay at 12.
Nicely played.
That's probably the most tricky par 3 we've played. With the elevation there, the 45 feet down. But we had a putt at it. That's all you can ask for.
This one up on the 15th hole.
You've got a little gully to find down here, which I think you can. Moulder and gully. Oh no. This should kick off this hill. I don't think it's going to kick enough. Oh Jesus, it didn't kick off the hill at all.
Up here, just in the first cut.
This isn't too bad though, boys. This isn't too bad. Well, it massively slowed down. It will roll out. Don't know if it's going to roll left. It doesn't roll at all. Coming out of rough there. Expected that to kick on, and we're downhill as well. But was not a good drive.
Good one.
And again, we've missed it low, and I don't know how many times we can keep squeaking by these putts. And we have been, without these eagles, this would have been an atrocious round. So make the most of the scoring while you can. We're 12 under through 15, but if you're looking at the scoring here, I think 12 under is going to be on the lower side of the high scoring, if that makes any sense this week. So par 3, gotta take this on. Have I got the shaping right? Feels like a good shot. Just didn't come round enough, which I'm shocked at.
Very sandy. Let's get out of
And now we're in just no man's land here. Absolute world of hurt. Try and get it up over this ridge and it should come down. But yeah, good effort to try and get there. But again, you might be more sensible just laying up, finding the fairway and giving yourself a shot into this pin. Sadly, we went for it. Got to try these things. But that's a good read. That's a good putt.
Good work. 5th birdie today.
That's 13 through 16.
13 under at the moment.
Which is usually a pretty good score, but I just feel if you can birdie quite a lot of the elements I've been parring, along with the eagles I've had, you're in good stead. Just not quite. Just between clubs constantly. Got to loft up the 121 here. This might not be the right move, but
come on, give us a kick to the right.
Probably wasn't the right move.
Okay, we're on the green. Here we go.
Leaving ourselves a 24-footer. The other option there was D-loft in the 108. Just didn't have a club. Need around a 115. Probably a few of you boys have got them in your bag. this high again, is it?
Yeah,
Yep.
that went right by.
Did go right by John.
54
Right
foot
by.
putt.
I bet, man.
This one's tracking.
Okay.
Nicely played.
Don't know why I'm sitting here feeling disappointed with 13 under par. But I just
After
feel
that
like
one,
I've
you're
left so
sitting
many.
at
There's so many
13
pars on that
under
board
par.
with 4 equals. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
And best of luck as you bring
As
this
I said,
one
I think
home
12 and 13
here
under are going to be
final
on the
hole
low
this
end
one.
of the high scoring. If that indeed makes sense to your brains. Dropping back to a wood here. Was worried of running out of fairway. Still went 293 yards.
Shot's about 145 yards out.
Gonna play this straight up. That has got to be good. How is that so short? The wind, the fast. For that to only go 138 yards.
For the bird.
I hit it 101%. 135 was in my hand. 101% is going to send that 136, 137 at least. 2 mile per hour wind should add a couple. Should have been a few more yards forward, but you know, it is what it is. We have an 18-footer, and you can see, guys, the scoring is incredible right now because even at 13 under, we're tied 44th. Don't even make the top 20.
It's getting there.
And we missed that one low. Tail of a half.
Power. Just 4 feet left on this one.
So 13 under leaves you in 44th place. I think this week, boys, you're going to have to shoot better than that. Those eagles really helped me out because that scorecard could have been way worse. It's a 58, but I think really in CCA and CCB, you need to be aiming for probably 54 to 56.
And with that, I
know a lot of the Platt boys are in here.
Hopefully we'll see you again.
Name Eric, T-Tots, Captain Kirk, Stives, Blaze Ripper. They're all Platt boys, as is myself, but I'm a Platt boy who's languishing in 44th. But there you go, guys. There's the challenge circuit this week. Interesting course, short course, lots of scoreable holes, some tricky greens. Get out there, let me know how you get on. Enjoy it, have a blast, and I will catch you soon.